Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So today we're going to be covering a couple of things, but the main point of this video is a farewell to none other than Bailey Wright, who's been absolutely fantastic for the football club. He has left via mutual consent. Now, I will get into the statement, and it's quite a lengthy one from the club. You know, there's a little bit of a statement from Bailey Wright and Speakman as well. But for me, I'll just give you my thoughts on Bailey Wright. I think it is probably the correct decision. You know, with the youth that they're bringing through at the moment, I can't see him even being in the sort of backup defenders. You know, we have with Danny Ballard when they're fit. We've got Alessi there. You've got, of course, the new lad who's just coming as well amongst others. You know, O'Nien can play there. We have an absolute plethora of players that can fit in that position that I just don't think, you know, and the new lad as well, Trantis. There's loads, you know, where is he going to fit? And the thing is, Bailey Wright isn't a bad player, and he does offer a lot to a football club, and he still would to us behind the scenes. But Bailey Wright is someone who doesn't want to just sit there and pick up a paycheck like a lot of Sunderland players would do in the past. They'd happily just sit there saying, right, I'm on X amount a week, I want it. He wants to play football, he loves football, and all the best to him because he's a really good defender. And I think in this division, he could easily do it for a sort of bottom half side. He was fantastic in League One. He was instrumental in our promotion to the Championship in the first place. He is a leader, and I can't speak highly enough of him. I really, really can't. So we're going to miss him, but it probably is the correct decision to leave for him personally as well, because he wants to play football, and he's just not going to get it here, is he? Like I say, it'd be great to have around the place. He's a great influence, and it would be great for the youth. And I do want to keep an element, or I'd like to keep an element of experience. Granted, I know I can see what route we're going down in terms of bringing all the youth players in, but you still do need a little sprinkling of experience in there, like Corey Evans, like Danny Bart, to put a shoulder around and put their arm around the shoulder of these young players and teach them and guide them. But he wants to play football and he's not going to get it. It's a fair play to him. He absolutely has my blessing anyway, and I'm a big fan of Bailey Wright, always have been. But we'll have a look at the statement from the football club. So Sunderland AFC confirms that Bailey Wright has today left the club by mutual consent. The defender departs the stadium of light with immediate effect to pursue an opportunity overseas, bringing an end to a successful 3.5-year stay on Wearside. A fan favourite throughout his time in the North East, Wright represented the club on 107 occasions in all competitions and regularly captained the Black Cats. The defender was part of 2 historical wins at Wembley Stadium, featuring on 4 occasions in the 2020-21 Papa John's Trophy as the club lifted silverware in the capital for the first time since 1973. His time at Sunderland culminated in promotion to the Sky Bet Championship in 2022 as Sheff Wednesday and Wycombe Wanderers were defeated in the playoffs and the club returned to the second tier. Whilst on Wearside, Wright also played a part in Australia's unforgettable 2022 FIFA World Cup campaign as the Socceroos reached the last 16 and faced eventual winners Argentina. Wright said, I've loved my time at Sunderland and I've had some incredible experiences with some great people. I look back on what has been an incredible journey, the highs of Wembley wins to the lows that came before, and I wouldn't change a thing about my experience. You want to try and leave an impression and ensure the club is in a better place than when you found it, and I feel like I've been part of a group that has done that. I want to say thank you to the fans for the support I've had since day one. It's a special club that's moving in the right direction, and my family have loved living here and being a part of that. I hope you enjoy the years ahead and that there are many more successes to come. Sporting director Christian Speakman added, I can't speak highly enough of Bailey. His contribution and conduct throughout my time at SAFC has been exemplary and he's a top professional. Players and staff alike will miss Bailey's presence within the Academy of Light, and I know just how highly regarded he is amongst our fan base, which further highlights the impact he has made on and off the pitch. This is an exciting opportunity for him to continue his career overseas after all that he has given to Sunderland throughout the past 3 years. We didn't want to stand in his way. He's made a lasting impact at the club and we wish him well in the next chapter of his career. So like Speakman says there, why would we stand in his way? I think he only has a short period left on his contract. I think it would just be unnecessary and unjust and unfair on Bailey if we were to stand in his way, if there is an opportunity overseas for him to go and pursue. So, fair play to him. He absolutely deserves that opportunity. For, you know, it's not like we're just trying to cash in on him somewhere and holding on to him for the sake for a bid or something. We're letting him go. He deserves that. Some players do. You know, players who have shown the conduct and their mannerisms and the way they are and the example that he has led, he absolutely deserves, and we shouldn't be standing in his way anyway. So it's sad, understandable though, and yeah, this is just my farewell to Bailey Wright. You know, thank you for your contribution to the club. It's been fantastic, and we are going to miss him, absolutely, but it is the right time, as I say. But anyway, so the last thing on this video is nothing massive in terms of, you know, incomings, but it is to do with the academy. So, of course, youngster Chris Rigg, who made a massive impression last season. Of course, he only made a very small handful of appearances, but, you know, he's had rumours that the Mags are after him quite heavily. In fact, that's fact. They were after him. They're in for him. Manchester United have rumoured to be around him. But he has turned down both Newcastle United and Manchester United. It seems anyway, he's turned them both down in favour of signing for the club, his first professional contract with the club. It seems that way anyway. It hasn't been confirmed entirely, it hasn't been announced by the club, but alongside Rigg as well, there's been quite a few recently from the academy that have signed on. Firstly, I'd like to say that I think it was last month the club they announced that the academy has retained its Category 1 status, which is absolutely fantastic. So it's one of the best academies, you know, out there, which we knew anyway. But they have managed to sign on the likes of Harry Gardner. He signed a new contract with the club, an exciting prospect. Same with Michael Spellman, who's, you know, he's got a bit of a buzz about him as well. He signed a new contract with the club on the academy side of it. And Ben Middlemas as well. I think that was only today he signed a new contract with the club. And also Marshall Burke has signed his first professional contract with the club as well. So it is only a matter of time before we do get the confirmation on Rigg, which I think it's more than what it seems. It seems like it's just another youth player to the academy. But what it does show is that, you know, we've had, and we still will in the future, I'm sure we will, you know, whenever anyone seems to shine a little bit from the academy, they just get cherry-picked by the big clubs. Man United, you know, Newcastle are up there now, of course. You know, which is horrible to admit, but they are right up there at the moment, aren't they? But they're turning them down because Sunderland has become this sort of hotspot for youth players to grow. And I keep on saying this, I've said it the last 3 or 4 videos now, it's almost, you know, worldwide almost, you know, or at least across Europe, even Europe, you know, where players are thinking, oh, that's the place to be. You know, you've got the ground that we've got the academy that we've got, and there are actually chances going, you know, because if someone like Rigg did go to a Newcastle or did go to a Manchester United, they'll never put on the first team shirt. It just won't happen. It won't happen, unfortunately. Whereas if you do show they're good enough in training and the like, they will get opportunities here at Sunderland. So again, it's not 100% confirmed about Rigg, but he did also post on his Instagram with, I think it was the contract signing emoji and red and white, and then saying soon or something or other whilst he was getting a haircut. It was something like that. But it's essentially confirmed, kind of. But that is it, guys. So Bailey Wright, how do you feel? Do you think it was the right decision to let him go? And of course, the whole academy, it looks like it's been really well run, because over the last sort of 48 hours, we're putting pen to paper with these youngsters, and it seems like Rigg's going to follow suit as well. So it's just on all fronts at the minute, very, very positive with the club. But everything we mentioned in this video, let me know what you think in the comments down below. But if you have enjoyed, hit the like button for me. It'd be massively, massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sarny Army. But for now, take care, stay jamming.